He was criticized across the United States when he first participated in the NBA dunk contest, but he single-handedly saved the contest. The three-peat victory in the dunk contest, something never seen before in the NBA, was rewritten in history today by this young man. After this dunk contest, McClung will officially surpass Michael Jordan and Zach LaVine to become the greatest dunker in NBA history. Although McClung's career may not compare to legendary dunkers like Michael Jordan and Vince Carter, his performance in the dunking field has certainly reached a historic level. In the past 2 years, he has single-handedly saved the viewership of the dunk contest, and even the legendary dunker Carter invited him to shoot an advertisement together. Unfortunately, he only appears in the media's view during the All-Star weekend. He could have become a social media star and made a fortune, but for the sake of his NBA dream, he chose to accept the lowest salary. McClung, with a 4-year NBA career, has only played 5 NBA games, yet he has become the greatest dunk champion in this league. In fact, McClung is very popular in the United States. His personal social media following is higher than that of most NBA stars. As a dunker born in the 2000s, his life experience is like an inspirational story straight out of a textbook. He was offered a $1 million contract by the CBA, but for the sake of his dream, he moved between several teams over 2 years and played with 150 different teammates. He idolized Allen Iverson and, in some ways, surpassed his idol. Do you remember the Gate City jersey McClung wore during his first dunk contest? That is his hometown. Born in January 2000, McClung grew up in Gate City, Virginia, USA. When he was born, the umbilical cord was tightly wrapped around his neck twice, and he turned pale, causing his father to panic. Fortunately, the doctor quickly cut the cord and cleared his airways, allowing McClung to narrowly escape death. This kid, who was born overcoming death, came from a wealthy American family. His father, Marcus McClung, was a key player on the Virginia Tech football team, and his mother, Lanuva McClung, was a cheerleader at the same school. Later, they both became a federal prosecutor and a high school teacher, respectively. Influenced by his father, McClung was first introduced to football, and his father even converted the family basement into a gym for him to train in. When he was in 7th grade, his mother signed him up for a local youth basketball league, and that's when he officially started his basketball training. He later switched to full-time basketball when he attended Gate City High School in Virginia. Speaking of Virginia, it's easy to think of their basketball icon, Allen Iverson, who was also McClung's idol. Perhaps the best way to pay tribute to an idol is to surpass them. In 2017, McClung scored 64 points in a high school game, setting the all-time single-game scoring record for Virginia high schools. In his senior year, he broke Iverson's single-season scoring record for Virginia high schools. In the state finals, he scored 47 points, setting the highest scoring record in a Virginia state final. Not only that, McClung's dunks during these games went viral on social media, and he became an internet sensation with hundreds of thousands of followers. At that time, McClung had only one goal: to make it to the NBA and become the next Iverson. However, many media outlets and experts were not optimistic about his basketball career. They rated him as a 3-star high school recruit because they didn't believe a short, ball-dominant white guard could make it far in the basketball world. But McClung always did his best to make up for his shortcomings. McClung broke the prejudice people had about him. After the season, he was invited by Georgetown University, the alma mater of Iverson, to join the school under head coach Patrick Ewing. But at 6 feet 2 inches tall with a short wingspan, it was difficult for him to break through in college basketball. During his 2 years at Georgetown, he averaged only 14.2 points per game, with a field goal percentage below 40%, which was a big gap compared to his high school performance. Even when he transferred to a new school, he didn't develop his ball handling skills. He participated in the NBA draft twice during his college years, but both times his dreams were shattered, and Iverson became an unreachable idol. There were two paths before him: continue being an internet sensation and live a comfortable life because his dunk videos could easily reach millions of views, or join the Lakers for the Summer League, and if lucky, a team might offer him a contract with the lowest salary. In 2021, after representing the Lakers in the Summer League, McClung was waived, starting his journey as a journeyman. In his first season with the South Bay Lakers, he averaged 24.3 points and 4.2 assists per game. Later, the Chicago Bulls signed him to a 10-day contract, but he only played 3 minutes. By the end of the season, the Los Angeles Lakers, struggling with a shortage of players, gave him a 2-way contract. He only played 1 game for the Lakers, but the team didn't want to renew his contract. In fact, McClung knew that the Lakers signed him just for the publicity. When one door closes, another opens. In the next year's Summer League, he joined the Golden State Warriors. His outstanding performance in the Summer League impressed the Warriors, who wanted to offer him a contract. However, due to the team's high salary cap that season, they didn't have a roster spot available for McClung, and so, they reluctantly let him go that summer. Once again, McClung missed out on the NBA, and he had to return to the G League. But in the G League, McClung became a star player. He has played for the Lakers, Bulls, Warriors, and their affiliate G League teams, spending 2 years and teaming up with approximately 150 players, working under 10 different head coaches. During this period, CBA's Shanghai Sharks and Turkey's Fenerbahce offered him million-dollar contracts, and influencer companies also extended lucrative offers. However, for the dream of playing in the NBA, he chose to stay in the G League, earning less than $100,000, waiting for the opportunity to be called up by the NBA. Finally, his opportunity arrived. In 2022, McClung signed an unguaranteed training camp contract with the Philadelphia 76ers and played for their G League affiliate. At this point, the NBA All-Star Game urgently needed a player to save the dunk contest's viewership, and McClung, who already had millions of fans thanks to his dunking skills, became the obvious choice. But when the dunk contest lineup was announced, his name sparked controversy because, strictly speaking, he wasn't even a regular NBA player. In NBA history, a non-NBA player had never participated in the event, which led the 76ers to sign him to a 2-way contract to calm the controversy. However, when the spotlight shone on the dunk contest, McClung responded with his performance, nearly turning the entire contest into his own stage. The 2-way contract from the 76ers was mainly to let him participate in the dunk contest, and he only got an opportunity in the final game against the Brooklyn Nets, where he played in the first half while the Nets' key players rested. McClung took advantage of the chance, scoring 20 points on 8 of 17 shooting. After the season, he was waived. But his 2 dunk contest championships earned McClung the trust of the Orlando Magic, where he was named MVP in the G League and recalled to the team. He has only played 1 game this season, logging less than 6 minutes without scoring. In 4 years, McClung has cycled through 6 G League teams. If it were for the money, he could have chosen to join an overseas league that offered him $1 million salary 2 years ago, along with endorsement deals that paid more than what he earned in the NBA. In the following 3 years, McClung almost became the only hope for fans watching the dunk contest, and he became the first player in NBA history to win 3 straight dunk contest titles, almost single-handedly saving the competition. In a way, this was a form of surpassing his idol, Allen Iverson. But with McClung's talent and ability, it's difficult for him to become a regular NBA player. But just like the challenges he faces, he conveys a message: anyone chasing their dreams won't be alone and deserves to be respected. Playing in the NBA may be a struggle for McClung, but when it comes to dunking in the NBA, that's his specialty. Since 2023, he has won the NBA All-Star Dunk Contest 3 years in a row. If you've watched McClung's dunks, you'd probably be amazed. Oh my, he's here to save the NBA Dunk Contest. But McClung has never been content to just be a dunk champion. His biggest goal has always been to play in the NBA. So no matter what kind of professional games, he is willing to play, even in the America's Cup, to get more exposure and be seen by other NBA teams. Last season, McClung averaged 25.7 points, 4.7 rebounds, and 6.7 assists in the NBA G League, winning the G League MVP. In fact, McClung is seriously considering how to improve his NBA game. We might know that the Magic signed him partly for his dunk contest legacy, and he may be waived soon, continuing his journey. But his pursuit of dreams will never stop.